The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Charles Lejano. The Metro Manila Council has officially announced its recommendation to downgrade the capital region to Alert Level 1 by next month. MMDA officer in charge Romando Artes says all 17 Metro Manila mayors voted for a downgrade as cases continue to drop. Artes says mayors are also not seeing noticeable spikes in infections in the capital region, even during the campaign season. The recommendation has been forwarded to the IATF as of today, while an official meeting will be held tomorrow. Artes also says that the MMC is scheduled to hold talks with the DOTR on Thursday to discuss measures to address public transport issues should it return to full capacity under Alert Level 1. Manila Mayor Isko is scheduled to visit Marikina City and parts of Rizal today. To give us the latest, we have mobile journalist Yeda Pascual now joining us live from Marikina. Good morning, Yeda. Kamusta naman yung motorcade sa Marikina ni Mayor Isko ngayong umaga?
Dito pa rin tayo sa Marikina at ongoing pa rin itong motorcade ni Mayor Isko Moreno at syempre ng kanyang mga kasamahan. At ngayon, binabaybay natin itong bayan-bayan papunta sa town hall meeting na mangyayari mamaya yan nila Mayor Isko Moreno, Charles.
Right, Yeda, ano-ano yung mga nakaset na activities ni Mayor Isko sa Marikina ngayong araw and paano naman sa Rizal?
Okay, Charles, nagsimula itong campaign ngayong araw ng Partido ng Aksyon Demokratiko sa isang church visit at nagkaroon ng short prayer dito sa Our Lady of the Abandoned, dito yan sa Marikina. At pagkatapos niya, nagkaroon na ng motorcade, ito na nga na nangyayari sa ngayon. At mapunta tayo ngayon sa town hall meeting kung saan magkakaroon ng dalawang town hall meeting sa Amang Rodriguez Gymnasium dahil kakausapin nila Mayor Isko Moreno itong mga multisectoral groups. At Charles, after Rizal, meron pa tayong kainta. So, kikitain courtesy visit si Mayor Kit Nieto. At dito magkakaroon ulit ng town hall meeting sa Municipal Hall ng Kainta. At doon kakausapin niya rin ang mga multisectoral groups doon. At pagkatapos noon, motorcade ulit sa buong Kainta bago pumunta sa isang Urban Poor Summit sa Taytay Rizal. At doon kikitain niya itong mga tao na nangangamba sa mga lupa. At after that, ay meron din courtesy visit sa Taytay Municipal Hall.
Yeda, I have one last question before I let you go. Much has been said about the mixing and matching of presidential and vice presidential candidates from different parties. Kasama ba today ni Mayor Isko ang kanyang running mate na si Doc Willie Ong?
Yes, Charles. Ayan na, physically present na ngayon si Doc Willie Ong since ito sa church visit nga. At kanina nga, biro nga ni Yorme na hindi naman sila naghiwalay. Diba? Kaya ito, tuloy-tuloy pa rin itong tandem ng Isko Willie Ong, Charles.
Thanks for that, Yeda. That was mobile journalist Yeda Pascual reporting live from Marikina City. The Lacson-Sotto tandem is currently campaigning in Batangas, where they're scheduled to meet various sectoral groups as well as local officials. JC Cosico now joined us on the line. He's in Batangas City to give us more details on this. JC, good morning. What is the latest? How many Batangueños are you seeing there at the event this morning?
So, hundreds of supporters of the Lacson-Sotto tandem are present here at the Batangas Convention Center for a town hall event with the tandem. Now, prior to this, a motorcade was held along the streets of Batangas City, and the tandem also paid a courtesy call to the mayor of Batangas City, Beverly de Macuja, and Batangas Congressman Marty Marino, also here at the Batangas City Convention Center. Charles.
Right. I understand that the tandem is set to meet with more officials and sectoral groups today. Could you give us a quick rundown?
Charles, following their visit here in Batangas City, their tandem and their slate will head on to Rosario, Batangas in this afternoon, also in San Juan, Batangas, and in Padre Garcia, and also in Tanawan City, wherein they will meet with local officials and sectoral leaders. It's a full schedule for the tandem today. Charles.
JC, aside from those, what are some of the other activities scheduled for the Lacson-Sotto tandem?
Charles, for tomorrow, there are no campaign sorties, but their tandem is set to attend the hearing on the missing sabongeros at the Senate, and their scheduled sortie in Quezon on Friday was moved to Monday. Charles.
Thank you and stay safe, JC. That was JC Cosico reporting from Batangas City. A group of statisticians warns the public against so-called Kalye surveys, which are done by influencers and vloggers this election season. Mobile journalist Pamela Vasquez gives us details in this report.
Beware the social media surveys. These do not accurately reflect voter sentiment. At least that's according to a group of UP statistics professors who say they notice more and more institutions are abusing survey methodologies.
Hindi mo kasi alam kung rehistradong bolante yung sumagot. Ang laki ng bias nun. Unang-una, mga engaged yan sa internet.
The group released a statement warning about the proliferation of surveys online. In particular, the faculty called out the so-called Kalye surveys, which are done by influencers and vloggers doing their own brand of research and disregarding traditional data gathering principles. They also urged the public to be critical of political surveys and not accept them as is. Fact-checking coalition Check.ph echo this, warning of the dangers of being in an echo chamber.
Lumalabas yung poll. So it will appear that yun na yung worldview pero actually view lang ng grupo mo.
The group likewise observed that some accounts or pages usually consolidate survey results from different social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter.
Hindi naman siya tugma or dapat ipagsama kasi iba yung pwede double counting yon o minsan triple counting pa.
De Los Reyes also said that while Pulse Asia and SWS are still credible, it doesn't mean their results are infallible.
Talagang may isinusugal tayong inaccuracy kasi walang perfectong survey. Lumalaki ang inaccuracy na yan pag lumiliit na yung base doon sa tinatarget mong grupo.
The UP professors say some questions the public should ask when reading survey results include how were the respondents selected and which sector of the population are they representing. Mobile journalist Pamela Vasquez, We Are One News.
PDP-Laban senatorial bet John Castriciones bears that most of the party's problems stem from not having a standard bearer for the presidency. In an interview with the Chiefs, Castriciones admitted that it's difficult to campaign alone without a standard bearer to rally behind. And he said there's still time for PDP-Laban's bets to unite behind a common presidential candidate, but refused to say that there are actual efforts to achieve this goal.
And as you can see, some of the candidates under PDP-Laban were already adopted by other political parties.
Right.
And so I think it's a matter of giving each and everyone the opportunity to really campaign in such a way that they would have a presidential candidate that would be supportive of their cause and advocacy. And that's the reason why, as you can see, a lot of us have been being adopted by the different parties already.
We'll be back with more stories after a quick break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Charles Lejano. Senator Manny Pacquiao is currently making rounds in public markets in Quezon City to check on how the recent oil price hikes have affected commodity prices. To give us the latest updates on the ground, we have Mon Gualvez joining us live from Quezon City. Good morning, Mon. What do you have for us?
Charles, presidential aspirant and Senator Manny Pacquiao is set to make 3 visits on 3 public markets rather, and first in his list is Balintawak Market here in Quezon City. His purpose of visiting here is to know how much are the actual prices of commodities in the market. That's after oil prices hiked for the 8th straight week this year. Like his other sorties, physical distancing is still a challenge because of the hordes of people who wanted to either shake the senator's hands or take a selfie with him. Pacquiao literally shopped for vegetables and rice here at the Balintawak Market. After this, the Promdi presidential candidate will head over to Farmers Market in Cubao and Divisoria in Manila. If there's still time, Pacquiao said he'll also check grocery prices in a mall in Manila. He will also hold dialogues with vendors and customers. This, as Pacquiao's 22-round priority agenda includes agriculture, which he says is also key in ensuring the health of the nation. Charles, at the moment, Senator Pacquiao is still making rounds inside the Balintawak Market. He is actually currently on his own without his constant wife, Jinky, by his side. And as of this time, traffic is also already building up here in Balintawak, EDSA, particularly on the southbound lane, as Pacquiao continues his campaign activities for the day. And some motorists are actually occupying 1 to 2 lanes of EDSA Balintawak southbound at the moment. Charles?
Thanks for that, Mon. Again, that was Mon Gualvez reporting live from Quezon City. Here's a quick look at some of today's headlines. The Metro Manila Council has approved the capital region's shift to Alert Level 1 beginning March 1. Malacanang denies that the arrest of community doctor Nati Castro was a case of red tagging. And several OFWs in Hong Kong were reportedly kicked out of their jobs after testing positive for COVID-19. And those are the top stories of this hour. Join us later at 2 p.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com so you can stream One News live anytime and anywhere. I'm Charles Lejano. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.